Welcome to the Case Study Learning Series in International Business by Skilled MBA. In this session, we explore the journey of IKEA Korea, a business unit that launched with enthusiasm, encountered a range of unexpected headwinds, and is now repositioning for long-term renewal. From early market dominance to pandemic disruptions, e-commerce growing pains, labor relations, and cultural adaptation, this case offers an in-depth look at how multinational corporations must evolve when local market realities challenge global strategies. IKEA's entry into South Korea was relatively late compared to its global expansion pattern. However, it quickly found success. The Korean market, previously dominated by domestic players and traditional furniture formats, responded enthusiastically to IKEA's fresh approach. Scandinavian design, self-service shopping, and affordable prices. Encouraged by this success, IKEA rapidly expanded across Korea. But then, turbulence hit. The COVID-19 pandemic forced store closures and exposed structural vulnerabilities, especially in digital readiness and last-mile logistics. Before IKEA entered, the Korean furniture market was driven by local preferences. Consumers favored classic aesthetics and relied on traditional retail models. IKEA disrupted this landscape. Its minimalist design, do-it-yourself assembly, and vast showroom layouts presented a novel experience. However, this disruption prompted a strong response from local players. Korean furniture brands began replicating IKEA-style products while leveraging their strength in logistics and customer service. At the same time, nimble e-commerce startups offered faster, often same-day delivery, intensifying competitive pressure. IKEA's early momentum in Korea stemmed from four key pillars. Brand novelty. IKEA introduced a completely new shopping experience. Value proposition. Affordable prices appealed to Korea's value-conscious shoppers. Design appeal. Scandinavian minimalism aligned well with emerging aesthetic trends. Retail experience. Large format stores offered an immersive, lifestyle-focused journey, unlike anything Korean consumers had seen before. This formula attracted massive foot traffic and sales, setting high expectations for continued success. Then came COVID-19. The pandemic severely disrupted operations. IKEA's physical stores, central to its model, faced closures and capacity restrictions. Sales dipped, while demand shifted online. But IKEA Korea's digital ecosystem wasn't ready. Scaling e-commerce proved extremely difficult, and logistics networks strained under pressure. Delivery delays, inventory gaps, and customer dissatisfaction soon followed. The crisis revealed weaknesses in IKEA Korea's digital and service infrastructure, critical areas for any brand operating in one of the world's most tech-savvy markets. IKEA's e-commerce infrastructure was simply not built for the kind of surge Korea experienced. Its website frequently crashed during promotions, undermining consumer trust. Fulfillment centers lacked the flexibility and capacity to handle large item orders at scale. Worse yet, last-mile delivery, especially challenging for bulky furniture, was slow and inconsistent. Meanwhile, tracking systems lagged behind Korean expectations. Customers couldn't get real-time updates or quick resolutions. Frustration mounted as service teams were overwhelmed by complaints. Customer dissatisfaction grew for several reasons. Delivery delays stretched into weeks. Product quality declined, with damaged items more common. Communication faltered, as customer service failed to manage volume or tone. Expectations mismatch. Korean consumers are highly service-oriented. IKEA's global systems, designed for self-service and simplicity, didn't align with Korean service norms. This created friction and, in some cases, brand damage. Meanwhile, Korean retailers adapted quickly. They replicated IKEA's design concepts in their showrooms, while outpacing it in logistics. Many offered same-day delivery and free professional assembly, addressing key pain points. Korean e-commerce platforms, optimized for mobile-first shoppers, delivered seamless user experiences, personalized recommendations, and fast payment integration. IKEA's lack of localization became increasingly evident. Its systems, though globally consistent, were not optimized for Korea's fast-moving retail ecosystem. Simultaneously, Korea's furniture market began to cool post-pandemic. At the same time, IKEA Korea faced internal turbulence. Employees, frustrated by rising workloads and wage disparities, formed a strong labor union. They demanded better working conditions, fair compensation, and a seat at the table. IKEA's global HR practices, while progressive in many markets, didn't fully align with Korea's labor environment. The company struggled to manage union relations effectively, resulting in operational strain and media scrutiny. As IKEA expanded operations in Korea, it encountered several key challenges in labor relations. The first major issue was union formation. Korean employees successfully organized a strong labor union, putting forth substantial demands regarding their rights and working conditions. Second, work conditions became a major concern. Employees voiced complaints about increased workloads, particularly during the height of the pandemic, when operations were under stress. Compensation issues also surfaced, with wage disparities sparking frustration and becoming a central point of contention between the workforce and management. Lastly, IKEA's management response revealed gaps in cultural adaptation. The company initially struggled to align with Korea's labor norms, signaling a broader need for sensitivity and local HR strategy when entering new markets. These challenges underscore the importance of understanding local labor dynamics in international business environments. Beyond logistics and labor, IKEA faced a broader challenge: cultural adaptation. Korean consumers live in smaller homes and favor multifunctional, space-saving designs. IKEA's global catalog often didn't reflect these needs. Likewise, communication styles required adjustment. Korean customers expect personalized, responsive service, not generic scripts or slow escalations. IKEA's management model also required recalibration to fit Korea's hierarchical yet collaborative work culture. In short, successful localization meant much more than translation. It required strategic transformation. IKEA Korea evaluated several paths forward. Maintain current strategy. Preserve brand consistency, but risk further erosion. Accelerate localization. Align more closely with Korean preferences, but incur higher adaptation costs. Digital transformation. Reinvent e-commerce and service infrastructure to meet market demands, expensive but essential. Labor relations reset. Improve union relationships to ensure stability, challenging in the short term but crucial for long-term trust. Each path carried pros and cons. Success would require a combined approach. Digital innovation is a must. Korea's online furniture sales have grown by 78%, and over 4 million Korean consumers shop for furniture via mobile apps. Furthermore, 65% of shoppers are open to using AR tools for product visualization. This presents an opportunity for IKEA to leap ahead if it can redesign its digital platform to meet Korean UX standards, integrate local payment systems, and optimize delivery. IKEA must also embed digital features like AI chat, real-time tracking, and smart recommendations into its offering. IKEA's renewal in Korea hinges on a three-part strategy. Digital infrastructure overhaul. Rebuild the e-commerce system from the ground up. Match Korean digital expectations with seamless shopping, payment, and delivery integration. Cultural adaptation program. Design products for Korean homes. Adjust store layouts and service models to better align with local shopping behavior. Labor relations. Reset. Engage transparently with unions, address wage disparities, and foster a collaborative work environment. These efforts will not only reduce turnover, but rebuild employee trust and brand image. The implementation roadmap begins with immediate stabilization. Within the first 6 months, IKEA must upgrade fulfillment centers, roll out mobile app improvements, and initiate labor engagement forums. In year 1, localized product lines and expanded delivery partnerships should launch. By year 2, IKEA should complete its digital overhaul and introduce fully localized AR features. A phased, transparent approach ensures organizational learning, brand consistency, and meaningful recovery in the Korean market. IKEA. Korea's story reminds us that global success doesn't guarantee local sustainability. Entering a market is just the beginning. Long-term relevance requires deep listening, cultural fluency, infrastructure agility, and human-centered leadership. Through digital transformation, localized design, and respectful labor engagement, IKEA can not only recover, but renew its promise in one of Asia's most demanding yet rewarding markets. Thank you for watching the Case Study Learning Series in International Business by Skilled MBA.